Hey, welcome to Hooked on Linux, and this morning we're going to look at MX Linux, affectionately called MX25. That's the newest release, and we're going to get into this piece of software. Like anything else, I'm not suggesting that you jump into Linux simply by jumping into MX Linux. Don't do that. I am still the best advocate of Linux Mint to start your Linux journey, but once you're in there, please get familiar with some other distributions because they are specialized, and MX Linux is a good example of that. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so I'm having a look at this inside the Q emulator. If you haven't looked into this Q emulator, it seems to be going pretty good. It took a lot of finagling. There's a lot of parts to it, and if you're interested in it, perhaps we will dig into that a little bit more. I'm just going to show you to you right now. Really kind of cool. If you look on your software manager, you can see all of the Q emulators parts there was that I had to install, and nothing would boot up until I installed most of these. I bet you some of these I could have likely gone without. And the one thing was a Q emu. This is the driving force. The I don't even know what to call the thing. I'd say it's a front end. So I never understood what front end and back end meant, because I never do. But the front end is everything that you see. The back end is everything working in the back. I guess it makes sense. I just wasn't really paying attention. But this is so this is what I used. I'm using currently as my emulator. I really got used to VirtualBox, but when I upgraded to 22.2, all of a sudden VirtualBox wouldn't work. Anyway, I digress. We're going to go in here and we're going to have a look at MX Linux. Specifically, this is MX25 Linux. I think it just goes by MX25. There's a lot going on out there. You can go into here with quick system info and the user manual, the installer, and frequently asked questions, and get yourself familiar with it. Tour it around if you so desire. I gotta adjust this just a bit. Hold on, I gotta adjust my camera just a bit. There we go. It's cutting off the top of my head, I see. So at first glance, it just looks good, but you know what? Maybe I like the picture. So let's change the display picture. Display and wallpaper. Look at that. What do they have here? Different images. Whatever you happen to like. Right. All kinds of wild and wonderful things here. Nice pictures, actually. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're going to change that up. Oh, what a beautiful setting. Look at that. Look at that. Flat lake, crystal clean Rocky Mountains in the background. That looks really nice. Okay, go into some certain things here. Quick system info. This is just going to simply tell you things that are happening inside your machine. Right, what kernel you're running, what the machine is, the CPU, all of these different kind of things. Quick system info. Okay. Oh, so you can view everything here. So this is just your system info in the view. Really, not that any of that's going to help me, because I don't understand half of what I'm reading. One thing I did notice with the MX 25 Linux is their user manual. The MX user manual, very extensive manual here. So this is awesome in the way that you can actually troubleshoot, diagnose and repair your system or what have you by learning how to use all of the components. This is a plus. If any of you have ever gone through the Linux Mint user manual, I did a whole series on that. You will understand how frustrating it is going through the Linux Mint manual. But this one here looks a little bit more comprehensive. So much so that I even downloaded it and saved it. So that's excellent. And over here, what do we have down here at the bottom? I'm looking down here at the bottom. So the application menu, we've got development, games, graphics. So these are all the software packages. So you have different categories here like development, games, graphics, help, internet, multimedia, MX tools. Wow, a lot of tools. Office, science and math, system and utilities. So this is where when I'm looking at a operating system, and I've gone through this with every operating system, I simply open up the software manager for the computer, and when I do that, you will see everything that's going in there. See if we can find it here. MX package installer. I think this is the one I'm after. I'm going to click on that. We're going to have a look at the package installer, but we can go into the popular applications here and look at different things like audio. And these are all of the audio. And I like this layout. It's much preferred to the layout that I'm accustomed to on Linux Mint, because here is you just listed it. They list them. So if you know what you like I like this for audio. Okay, that's good. That's good. Also, perhaps you want to use Spotify for your music, and that's all right. So that's excellent. So I'm going to select those two. I'm going to look under browser, and I'm going to check on Brave because I want Brave. Firefox is on, but I think I can uninstall that from here. I also want to use Chromium. See, so you just go through and you select what you want. And if you have children, then you can do some preschool, primary, secondary, all these bundles of educational material. This is awesome. Desktop environment, you can install whatever desktop environment you want. I think we're using the KDE. I think we're using this one right now, so we can install that one, and this is awesome. So I can just go through development, all of the different apps that we can look at for development. All right, this is good. So email, like Thunderbird's already installed. See, this will tell you it's already installed. What file managers you want to use. There's Dolphin, FTP file transfers, all the games that you can. So you can just download all this stuff. Graphics. See, there's graphics blenders there, right? You want GIMP. I just downloaded the full and installed the full GIMP. It's just amazing. There's so much stuff in there. It's going to take me years to learn. This is awesome. Inkscape, all these other things. And so you can just go through all of them. Like right now we're using the Debian 64-bit kernel on this one. Language, media center, media converter. So you can go through and you can select all of the types of software that you want to use. This is pretty cool. Yeah, look at KDN Live. That's the one I use. So when you do all these, everything that you've checked now you can install. Okay, so let's go on with the MX Linux website here, and they just talk about different kind of things. Anti-Ax and MX Linux community. It's a family of operating systems built by users from Debian, stable repositories that are designed to combine elegant and efficient desktops with high stability and solid performance. Well, you know what? It sure looks good. It looks good. That's for sure. While the live USB and snapshot tools inherited from the anti-Axe add impressive portability and remastering capabilities, extensive support is available through videos, documentation, and a very friendly forum. That's sounds really good. How high tech is it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It has a pretty versatile graphical interface. So there's not, like, to me, it's like, if the first thing you have to do when you install the system is go into the terminal, I will avoid that at all costs. The whole idea here is that we're just users. We just use stuff, right? And based on the type of software that you use, it helps you to decide what distribution of Linux you need to use or want to use to give you the best experience when you're using it. So when if you want some more information on it, then go here, have a look at it, look at their news, look at their products. Right here, product overview, right, and different things to get it, releases, ways to get it, download, torrents, migration, and things of that nature, right? Yeah. System settings. Have a look at our system settings. Let's see what we can mess around with and how easy it is to navigate through, because after all, this is where you make the computer your own, is right here in the system settings. So there's quick settings, right, where you can adjust your theme, your wallpaper, your speed, animation, like animation speed, whatever that means. Clicking files and folders. When you click a file or folder, you select them, open them by double click, or it opens them. Oh, see, this is what I like. Do you know what? You never know. You sit down at your computer, this one, if I click on it, god darn it, I'm serious enough to open it. But if you're the type of person that, grabs your file and moves it, this is the one you want, because then if you just go to click on it to grab it, you're going to open it by mistake. Oh, not by mistake, but you're just going to open it. So you can't have them both. You can't select and move and open simultaneously, right? Is that how it goes? I think so. So now it just got me thinking, because my first reaction is to open it, but that may not be the best. More behavior settings, general behavior. So you can mess around with that kind of stuff. You can look at your mouse and your touchpad. This is very reminiscent of Windows XP, I think. Didn't Windows XP work like this? I think so. Right? And then you can put in a game controller, a drawing tablet, sound, all your different stuff. And you can scroll down them here, and then they're broken down here. Okay. Device action. Okay. Excellent. Different things. So this is where you go for that. Actually, it's pretty cool little setup, the way that it works. Let's say I want to know how to change user password. Let's put that there. No items matching your search. So let's put password, just password. Okay, so password goes in, you can find it in screen locking and the KDE wallet and in users. And this is good to know. The search helping you find where to, like what category to go look at. So now I can say, oh yeah, it has to do with my screen, because I don't want to lock my screen. So here it's set to lock never. Okay, excellent. We'll get rid of that. Done with that. What else we got here? File manager, Dolphin file manager, Firefox web browser. These things are all interchangeable. The installers here as well. When you've gone through and you say, yes, I like this system, I'm going to install it, you can click on this. Down here in the corner, of course, are all of your notifications. Well, notifications, one unread. We have updates, and we have Yakuki. I love things like this. Yakuki is the drop-down terminal. All right, that's messed up. It's upside down. You see this? It's upside down. It's crazy. Because I just think this is kind of silly, right? So you can do all your stuff up there, and then you actually close it here. And is that where you? Okay. That's gone. Okay, that's good. No problem. So what else do we have down here? That was our Yakuki. Who knows? And then we got volume, screen brightness, which is at 100%. Nice. These are the kinds of things, right? And off we go. Okay, so that's my look at MX Linux, MX25. Call it what you want. Take a look at this distribution. If this is the kind of thing that you think might help you out, it seems to be very well-rounded. A great host of software. I really don't want to be critical of judging something, because although it doesn't suit me, it could very well suit you. So the strong part of this is its vast array of developmental software and educational software that they make more available to you. Does that mean you can't get this software in another distribution? No, you can. But other distributions highlight the software that they are most adept at running. Okay, and I guess that's all we're going to say about MX Linux for today. Take a look at this distribution. Perhaps it is a good fit for you. And if you got something out of this video, please give it a like and a comment. If you're using MX Linux, you may be the guy or the girl to shed some more light on this. Please leave a comment below if there's something that you think I should have mentioned, and darn it, I'll do my best to pin it up there and give you some credit, because there's people out there that know a lot more about this kind of stuff than me. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. We'll talk to you soon.